In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 places to visit in Alabama. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. Alabama has a variety of tourism attractions and activities for people of all ages and interests. In various Alabama locations, you may brush up on your history by visiting some of the most prominent civil rights monuments, museums, and historic places. The Civil Rights Institute and 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, the Civil Rights Monument and National Memorial for Peace and Justice in Montgomery, and the Voting Rights Museum in Selma are all part of this. Alabama is a culturally diverse state. At the Frank Lloyd Wright Rosenbaum House Museum, you can witness the birthplace and former creative office of musician W.C. Handy, admire architecture and design, and examine amazing collections at major art museums in both Montgomery and Birmingham. Alabama also has many lovely natural features, particularly along the Gulf of Mexico's coasts in Mobile Bay, where visitors may visit state parks, wildlife reserves, and beautiful sandy beaches. The curious can explore science at the family-friendly McQuinn Science Center, or see some of the world's most advanced technologies at Huntsville's U.S. Space and Rocket Center, in addition to history and wildlife. Number 10. W.C. Handy Home and Museum. The W.C. Handy Home and Museum in Florence is housed in the log cabin where this legendary musician was born and raised. Handy, dubbed the father of the blues, composed several of his most renowned tunes here, including Beale Street Blues and Memphis Blues. Original sheet music written by the artist, as well as other personal papers and artifacts, are on display. Several musical instruments, including his trumpet and piano, which he used while penning these tunes, are also on display. Number 9. Frank Lloyd Wright Rosenbaum House Museum. Frank Lloyd Wright designed the Rosenbaum House in 1939 for newlyweds Stanley and Mildred Rosenbaum. The house, which is located in Florence, is Wright's lone structure in Alabama. The building is made of cypress, glass, and masonry. A flat, multi-level roof and board and batten walls characterize the Usonian design. The house is furnished with authentic Wright furniture. Until 1999, when it was purchased and restored by the city of Florence, the Rosenbaums were the only owners and occupants of Rosenbaum House. It is the only house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright that is open to the public in the Southeast. Number 8. Mobile Bay. Mobile Bay, located along the Gulf of Mexico, is a beautiful part of Alabama's coastline. Beaches and historic areas in the area attract both locals and tourists all year. Dauphin Island, which is located in the bay, is a barrier island with a small village of the same name. The historic Fort Gaines, which was erected in the early 1800s and became an important outpost during the Battle of Mobile Bay, is one of the many things to see and do on this island. A freshwater lake and an Audubon bird sanctuary are also located on the island, which is popular with swimmers. The town of Fairhope, on Mobile Bay's eastern shore, is another popular vacation attraction. Fairhope Pier is a popular fishing spot, and the town offers a variety of outdoor sports such as golf, tennis, and bicycling. Number 7. McQuinn Science Center. The McQuinn Science Center in Birmingham features a number of displays and interactive experiences that inspire both children and adults to learn via hands-on activities. This famous family tourism attraction addresses topics ranging from natural sciences to cutting-edge technology, and guests are encouraged to conduct their own experiments. The aquarium, which houses numerous kinds of the ocean and freshwater life, particularly those endemic to the region, is one of the museum's most popular attractions. Water and water-related science, such as erosion, are also discussed in this section. An investigation of how art and technology connect, as well as a range of rotating and traveling exhibits, are among the museum's other displays. The museum also features an IMAX theater, which shows different films every day. Number 6. Montgomery Civil Rights Landmarks. Several significant civil rights landmarks may be found in Montgomery, commemorating locations and events that were pivotal in the struggle. The Dexter Avenue King Memorial Baptist Church, which was a meeting location for early civil rights activists, and was originally the parish of a young Martin Luther King, Jr., who lived with his family in the parsonage from 1954 to 1960, is the most notable of these. It has been repaired and is now open to the public as the Dexter Parsonage Museum, displaying many of their original things. The Rosa Parks Library and Museum is located in downtown Montgomery, near the site of Parks' arrest. It includes exhibits that relate to her narrative and describe the public transit boycott that followed her courageous act of rebellion. Her original fingerprints from her arrest records, court paperwork, photographs, and a 1955 Montgomery City bus, as well as one of the station wagons used to carry demonstrators during the boycott, are among the items on display. Number 5. U.S. Space and Rocket Center. The United States Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville is a family-friendly attraction with exhibits, interactive activities, talks, and one of the world's largest collections of spacecraft on display. The exhibits at the center, which is a Smithsonian associate, cover everything from the history of the space race to NASA's progress since then, including the International Space Station and beyond. At the National Geographic Theater or the Space Dome IMAX, visitors can see multimedia presentations and explore a mock-up of the International Space Station. Visitors can also visit Rocket Park, which features 27 rockets and missiles, as well as the massive launch vehicles that push the rockets into orbit. Taking turns in one of the museum's simulators is one of the most popular things to do at the Space Center. 2 launch simulators are available, one of which allows astronauts in training to experience 4Gs of force, a few seconds of weightlessness, and then a free fall. Young astronauts are given a less intensive version of this in the kids' version, after which they land on the moon's surface. Number 4. Civil Rights Memorials of Montgomery. A magnificent black granite sculpture commemorates those who died during the civil rights movement at the Civil Rights Memorial in Montgomery. The memorial is located in a square close to the Civil Rights Memorial Center, which features educational exhibits and displays, including the Wall of Tolerance. The National Memorial for Peace and Justice, a 6-acre site dedicated to African Americans who have been victims of lynching and other types of racial injustice, is another landmark in Montgomery. The memorial features artwork, sculptures, and monuments honoring major civil rights luminaries, as well as a field of 800 monuments, each symbolizing a county where lynchings occurred. Number 3. Gulf State Park. Gulf State Park in Gulf Shores is a popular destination for both campers and day trippers, featuring more than 2 miles of white, sandy beaches. The Nature Center offers free classes and activities given by naturalists and rangers, such as guided nature walks, wildlife encounters, fishing instruction, and other fun and educational programs. Volleyball, tennis courts, horseshoes, and a swimming pool with a splash pad are among the recreational options, as are bicycle, kayak, and paddleboard rentals, as well as guided Segway excursions. The park also has a championship golf course and 25 miles of paved walking trails that are also open to bicycles. Tourists visiting Gulf State Park for the day can take advantage of all of these attractions for a very modest vehicle entrance fee. Because of its various amenities and activities, the campground, which offers approximately 500 full hookup RV sites, is a popular family holiday place. Number 2. USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park. The USS Alabama Battleship, which is stationed along the mobile waterfront, is the park's main feature. The Mighty A is the nickname given to this BB-60 battleship, which was decommissioned after World War II. The captain's cabin, bridge, mess hall, and turrets are among the areas of the ship that can be toured. The USS Drum, a submarine that served during World War II, is also on display at the park and can be toured. A B-52 bomber and an A-12 Blackbird spy plane are among the aircraft on display, as well as military equipment from numerous battles, such as tanks and missiles. The park serves as a tribute to all soldiers who served in World War II and more current actions. Number 1. Birmingham Civil Rights Institute and the Civil Rights Historic District. The Birmingham Civil Rights Institute takes an in-depth look at the events of the 1960s civil rights movement in Birmingham and across the United States, as well as the difficulties that African Americans have faced since then. Permanent and temporary displays on topics ranging from violent warfare to segregation can be seen in the galleries. The fight that began in Birmingham was part of a greater social movement that eventually resulted in change, with the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church on September 15, 1963, serving as a landmark point. The bombing, carried out by the Ku Klux Klan, murdered 4 girls and served as a terrible catalyst for change, accelerating the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The Birmingham Civil Rights Institute is located on the corner of 16th Street and 6th Avenue North, in the heart of Birmingham's 6-block Civil Rights District. Kelly Ingram Park, the 4th Avenue Business District, and the Carver Theater are also notable landmarks. How many places from our list you have visited? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.